was true 100 years ago, and it is true today. It is the workers of Eastman who shape the company's future. The brilliant minds and skilled workers who recreate the status quo every day in every corner of the business. Leaders have emerged, influencing the company and the community around them, and succeeding not only through hard work and innovation, but because of their collective knowledge that the most important part of any company lies in the hands of its people.
Well, it started out, it was the only job for women that we made fairly good money at. So that was, getting out of high school, I didn't want to go to college, and it was the best place to start. And I thought I wouldn't work here long. And next thing you know, you've been here 49 years. But it's good. It's a good place to work.
I knew about Eastman, and back in those days, our family didn't have a car, so I got out one morning and decided to go to Kingsport to turn in an application, and I, what we call hitchhiked to Kingsport.
When I see the folks at the top now, I remember them when they were not at the top, and actually they came in at entry-level positions. And so that is a good testimony for the company that's able to grow their own executives.
You know, Eastman's an incredible company in terms of opportunity, and they've never really limited someone's opportunity by the level of education that they hired in with or any other, aspect of their training.
It's a wonderful place for people to grow. So it gives you a lot of opportunity to start where maybe your education started you, but then transition to something completely different.
I started Eastman walking into the door that first day and asking the guy trying to get on at Eastman, I said, hey, hire me, and I don't mind sweeping the floor at Eastman. Just put me somewhere at Eastman. And I started out in a warehouse sweeping up pellets.
Over my 39-year career, I've seen people come in at the shop floor level, if you will, and really, Eastman's a company that, your own drive, your own initiative, your own capability is the limiting factor. It's awesome to watch, and it's a testament to the value that our company puts in people.
Our people. In innovation, when you have a company built on innovating new products, solving big challenging problems in the environment, it takes people to do that. We have great assets and technology like everyone else, but the people who can really understand what's going on and trends in the marketplace, what customers really need, translate that into specific ideas about how we could solve those problems, and do it across the globe in 100 countries, across a huge array of end markets, requires great empowerment of the people on the front line to do excellent work.
I'd like to relay a story to you about some operators, or it's really about the culture of Eastman. It's just an example of that. So this was when I was doing gasification services, and the objective of the business was to go help others operate their gasification plants at a high level like we do in Kingsport. And so we went to this company, and we were assessing the situation and trying to help them out. And yes, they had some design issues, equipment problems, and things like that. But by and large, the reason why they didn't operate well is because they didn't have a very quality operating division or personnel. And so collectively, we had a group of about 4 or 5 engineers that went up there and assessing the situation. And after we got back, we almost simultaneously said to each other, we need to go hug our operators because they are so much better than what we saw at this company. Their work ethic, their capability, their willingness to improve things, all of that was so far ahead of what we saw.
Eastman people don't give up. We don't settle for okay. We don't settle for good. Great, I would think, is our normal, and we always want to stretch to be extraordinary.
Eastman recognizes that its employees are its greatest resource. It's just a name on a building. If the people that are in the building don't feel committed to what's going on. And so I think the culture and the atmosphere that has developed over the years is just very strong, that we respect our employees, we appreciate what they do, we want a fair day's work for a fair day's pay, but we're going to treat you with fairness and honesty.
If you look back where we started, there's so much that has changed, but there's so much that really hasn't changed. I mean, for one, you look at the people. The values that founded this company in 1920 are the ones that guide us today. And I know companies talk about, the employees are the heart of the company. I know you hear companies say that, but you don't have to spend 10 minutes here to know that that's not just lip service. We really do have an incredible team of people who can do incredible things, and we've always put them at the center of whatever strategy we're pursuing.
I love people and I love to celebrate, and we have lots of Indian festivals that of course the celebration trickles down to my division as well. The people have been so open in embracing the change and knowing more about your culture, and so I have been able to celebrate our festivals like Holi, the Festival of Colors. Everyone seems to connect and they're genuinely interested in knowing more about it, and that makes me really happy to be here, because diversity and inclusion is one of our core values, which tells me that Eastman is really committed when it says diversity and inclusion.
Eastman continues trying to be diverse, and the leaders, they understand diversity and how important it is to the future of the company. And so they're trying to make sure they put everybody in the right spot. And that's just like me as a coach. I want to make sure you're playing in the position that you can be good at. And so when it's all over with, you're able to do your best, and you love to come to work, and you can enjoy what you do.
If you carry an Eastman pass, it doesn't matter which building I walk in, whether it's in Shanghai, China, Ghent, Belgium, or here in Building 1 in Kingsport, the culture is absolutely the same, but there's an attractiveness to the Eastman culture. There's a contagiousness to the Eastman culture. It's about collaboration, it's about teamwork, it's about hard work, it's about working on things that are bigger than self and having a bigger impact than even a company impact, but having a societal impact. 3 adjectives to describe my team. What would they be? Creative, highly committed, and determined.
Strong, highly capable, and resilient.
Kind, smart, and hardworking.
Highly collaborative, competitive, and people-loving. Oh, how do you do all these 3 things together? Collaboration, competition, and loving people? That's innovation.